Why is history taught in all schools? To understand this, let me explain the importance of reflecting on history. There are many lessons from history that are still relevant in today's world. Just in the past century, new regimes, empires, economies, and societies have formed that have shown us today what works and what doesn't. Take imperialism. Europe in the late 19th century started a massive change in society where industrialized nations were encouraged to exploit non-developed people. And we saw where imperialism took us. Sure, these new massive empires gained a sudden boost in advancement, but it soon kicked them right back when these conquered people decided to revolt in the late 60s. Reports from Italian and Portuguese colonies prove that colonization didn't actually make any profit. By the end of imperialism in the 50s and 60s, both Europe and Africa saw massive casualties in industry and life. Now there's the United Nations guaranteeing the independence of all countries. By reviewing the fall of the Spanish Empire in 1833 and the revolutions that occurred in the 13 colonies, the British Empire decided to let its empire be free in 1960. We should still be reviewing history to make sure we don't make the same mistakes as before. A new threat from an aspiring Chinese or Russian empire could at any moment decide to expand its influence. Knowing what has happened before can help us understand the threat and how to manage it. Another lesson we can learn is how fascism does not work. Fascism thrives on the unity of people under one sole person to keep order under uncertain times. With such an extreme measure in authoritarianism, anybody holding such power, no matter how noble, will corrupt at some point. Personal goals and unlimited power will get the best of anybody, just like Hitler's aspiration for exterminating people he didn't like, or Mussolini's dream of conquering the Mediterranean. A country can easily get swept into unnecessary situations because of a power-hungry leader. In later nationalist Spain and Perón's Argentina, fascism also thrived. Francisco Franco and Juan Perón used violence against anybody who opposed them, restricting the freedom of speech for selfish goals. The very unity that fascism tries to create ends up creating chaos when unchecked power makes unfair decisions. People always resist after freedoms are taken, seen in all examples of fascism. The Allies didn't give up the fight against the Axis, protests for democracy allowed elections to begin in Spain again, and Perón's power became checked with the influence of Evita Perón. There are still fascist movements today, so it's important to understand the idea before letting it happen. As we've seen, history is just as important today as it was when it happened. Learning about history is the only way humanity will make true progress instead of making the same mistakes over and over again. Thank you for watching and have a great day.